And talk to anybody who's got kids in college. They'll tell you how quick those years go by. Well, the day comes. I remember that day like it was yesterday. It's one of my all-time favorite stories. Because it's that time where you realize, wow, this is a new journey here, a new chapter. But then it comes that time. Holly starts saying something like, it's time to go. And I just said to her, I said, I got to get out of here. My wife's behind me with Holly. And now her and her mother are now doing this back and forth, holding each other. And I still remember the sun just sort of gleaming off of them and thinking, stay right there. Don't come over here. I can't do this. As soon as I had the thought, she makes a beeline for me. Puts her arms around me. She looks at me and says, Daddy, I love you so much. And I just lost it. And I remember thinking, it's so weird. I'm in the parking lot, and I'm reflecting back to her being 10 years old. I'm just thinking, you can't be all grown up. Did I train her up right? Did I teach her everything she needed to teach? And I said, Holly, you got to go. And I flipped her around. You know what she did? She just left. Got toward the corner of the dorm, and I said, Holly, call us tonight. And she did one of these things over her shoulder. Never turned around. Nothing helped because a part of me was gone. I knew she'd call. I was sitting there like a darn fool. 10 o'clock at night, she doesn't call. Finally, I cave in. I go to bed. I knew enough not to call her. I waited. Following Sunday, she calls. After we talked for probably 45 minutes, I said, Holly, I got to ask you a question. When you were walking away from us, what were you thinking about last Sunday? He said, Daddy, it's funny you bring that up because I was thinking about this week. I said, well, what were you thinking about? She said, well, I thought about the fact that you and Mommy had brought me up right. And now it was my turn to go and do it in life. 4 or 5 years after that situation, I was in Phoenix, Arizona, speaking to an auditorium about 3,000 people. He kept coming. It's Holly. She comes up, and I got a mic on, and she says, oh, Daddy, she said, that was beautiful, but you got to learn to tell that story right. I said, honey, I told it. What are you talking about? She said, no, there's something I've never told you. I said, what's that? She said, well, I didn't turn around because I was crying. And I didn't want you and Mommy to think that I couldn't make it in life. Hey, parents, do you see how much your kid needs you to come alongside of them? Just to come along life's journey with them. You do that, I'll tell you, you're going to have a great kid you're going to be proud of.